First of all, I just say this is a bit of a celebration of a decade of development, and I want to thank our county commissioners, our Senate leadership, our House leadership, and the members of both bodies for their incredible foresight in the development of the impact fee, but also to embrace an industry that's been game-changing for our country. You think back a decade ago, we were more than 60% dependent on foreign sources of oil. We were very dependent on Gulf Coast supplies of natural gas that come into our state to keep our homes warm and to feed our commercial businesses and our industries. Today, 20% of our nation's supply of natural gas comes from Pennsylvania, and this region is a leader among leaders. This is a world-class dry gas play that we have here in northeastern Pennsylvania that's game-changing for our country. Today, we have the ability to fuel not only our nation with our natural gas supplies, but to help electrify the planet. We still have 3 billion people across our planet that live every day without the creature comforts that we enjoy every day, the access to electricity that is game-changing in each of our lives. From an impact fee that now has generated $1.7 billion, it's been spread broadly across Pennsylvania. A number of our speakers talked about the contributions to state agencies, but it's not hard to see the support that's given, in this region, over $150 million just in county and local governments in the 4-state region. You had Bradford in there, you're close to $300 million in this region that's been invested. I grew up in central Pennsylvania in a small town, not much different than where we sit today in Tunkhannock. Many of our towns have lost our businesses and our industries, and the ability to gain state funding to do those important projects. Some would say little projects. I would say they're life-sustaining projects that your communities require. The foresight of the legislative leadership to find a way to push money back into small communities, into local government, into county government is incredible. And I got to be honest with you, I've been in this industry 37 years. I'm proud as a peacock to be able to go into our counties and our communities to see the great work and the foresight that our leaders have put into how we invest these dollars into the betterment of our communities. Just to close, I realize that that serving underserved communities with natural gas has taken longer than we would have hoped. I would tell you that the leadership in both the House and Senate is important. I know that with commodity prices, and many of you don't realize that natural gas commodity prices were at record highs in 2008. Every single utility in Pennsylvania, their commodity rates for natural gas are down anywhere from 56 to 76%, depending on which utility. That's game-changing as well for residents that use natural gas. Your wholesale power generation rates, the fact that now natural gas is the first dispatch fuel for power generation, or one of the first, is down 41%. Those savings to consumers are real and they're important, and we're really proud to be a part of that. We're proud that Susquehanna has embraced this industry and this region has embraced this industry. I know we've got a lot of our operators here. Most of us around the table that I have the honor of helping to lead, I would share with you, the bulk of them are Pennsylvanians. They like to do the same things you do. They like to hike and bike and hunt and fish and camp and do all the things that other Pennsylvanians like to do. We want to make sure it gets done correctly. We have fought to modernize regulations in the Commonwealth to make sure it gets done correctly. There's not shortcuts taken. I'm not saying there's never a mistake made, but I would tell you our people care deeply about making sure we leave Pennsylvania as good or better when we leave. So I want to say thanks for having us here in Wyoming County today in Tunkhannock. I want to say that our industry is grateful for the partnership that we've got with this region, and we're going to continue to be responsible operators of natural gas development here in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. So thanks every one of you for being here today. Appreciate it.